Reese's Peanuts, cotton candy, hot dogs, and these nuts. Got him! Got him! Got him!
Hello YouTube, it is I, Autumn. No, today I'm going to be doing a spoiler review on It Chapter 2. Alright, so going into this movie, I have never read the book. I'm not a humongous nerd in the It universe. I did enjoy the first one, I really liked it, and of course enough, I'm going to definitely go see part 2 and finish it off, might as well. But, and I also went into this film knowing a bit of the backlash and negative reviews it got to a lot of the fans, saying it was nowhere near as good as the first one. But for me, coming out of the film, to be honest, I kind of like It Part 2. When I first came out, I would say it was like on the same bar as It Part 1. But more, thinking about it more, yeah, to be honest, Part 1 is definitely the better movie. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right into the review. Alright, so definitely I would say the biggest con maybe is, yeah, it's a bit too long. 2 hours and 50 minutes. And to be honest, the movie could have probably easily been 2 hours and 15-20 minutes, and it would have no effect on, you know, knowing the movie and the storyline and whatnot. Now, I think the reason why the movie was so long is because they wanted to try to stay true to the book. They wanted to try to get as much of the book into the movie, which, by the way, nerds, because you don't stay true to the book doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad movie. Let's take The Shining, for example. The Shining, starring Jack Nicholson. You know, it did stay true to the book, but there was a few things I heard that was not in the movie from the book, and even some themes they changed. The director did his own themes, and the movie was still flawless. But then there was another Shining movie that came out in the 1990s. Not too many people know about that. That movie was far more true to the book, but that movie was a piece of shit. But yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is, just because this happened in the book doesn't mean let's put it into the movie and the movie's gonna be good. That's just the way it is. Like, just because something happens in the book doesn't mean it's gonna work in the movie. So yeah, that's why this movie, I believe, was so long, because they tried to get too much from the book into the movie. And I mean, sorry nerds, I read the book, that does not define a good movie. So enough chit chat, I'm going to get right into the review. So yes, the movie is 2 hours and 50 minutes. If you have a bladder issue, you probably won't make it through the movie, because it's almost as long as Avengers Nerd Game. Alright, so the movie, the first 10 minutes or so of the movie has an opening sequence where these two gay guys get pissed on by 3-4 homophobics. And so yeah, well, they picked on them, borderline psycho. They're psycho. They threw one of the gay guys into the river. That's like potential murder. And then he's going down the stream, and that's where he meets Pennywise. And Pennywise gets a good dinner out of a gayness. And then the other gay guy is crying, "No, fuck shit, no." And then the movie opens up like that. See, that could have not been in the movie at all, and it wouldn't. And that's like 10 minutes or so, right? Take that out, and no effect on the movie. But then, maybe a little bit, because then, so basically, all of the characters that we knew and loved moved out of whatever, I don't remember the name of the town. They moved out because, you know, fuck that shit. There's a fucking demonic clown in there. But Mike, the black guy, he decides to stay there. I'm not sure why. And then that's when he came on the scene of the first Pennywise murder. And he's like, oh shit, he's back. And us dumbass 27 years ago did a ritual that, oh shit, if he ever comes back, we're gonna have to fight him. So that's what he does. He calls each of one of the losers up saying, hey, Pennywise is back. Get your ass over here tomorrow morning. We gotta kick his ass. And none of them take it well. Freaking Richie froze up. What's her fucking name? The orange hair. Barf? I think that's her name. She gets in a fight with her abusive asshole husband. I don't even remember the other two. I don't even remember the other ones. But Stan takes it the worst, I would say. Yep, Stan, he was a Jewish guy. Jewish guy. I would say he takes it the worst out of the game. He kind of like slits his wrist and kills himself, and not the attention way too. He goes deep, man, and he's fucking dead. He's gone. He's history. So, like, yeah, 15 minutes into the movie, Stan's dead. He kills himself because he can't face the clown again. And then, yeah, so that happens. A little fast forward, they all meet up in Derry. Oh, that's the name of the town, I think, Derry. And then, you know, in the trailers, they're all in that restaurant having a good time. And then the first activity happens. The little creatures start popping out and pretty much tell him Stan's dead, LOL. And then they just had a bad time. You know, we couldn't handle their shit, and all of them had to make their first attempt to just fuck off. But then, was it Bill? Yeah, Bill or Mike convinced him to stay because there's a wookie doopy doo ritual Indian or whatever the shit they could do. But finally end the clown. Alright, so I'm gonna just fast forward far into the end because honestly, the whole Act 2 is just horse scenes and shit. And the flashback scenes, I didn't mind. I actually really liked the flashback scenes. The transition was pretty good. A lot of the cons people didn't like was the going back and forth. It didn't bother me too much. It was kind of cool how it ties in and it tells a little bit more backstory that we didn't see in chapter 1. Like, for example, we found out that Mike's, when his parents died in the burning house, it was actually someone did that. Some white supremacists did that and murdered them. I think it talks a little, we see a little bit about Beverly's mother, and I'm not gonna get into specifics, but so yeah, fuck this shit. I'm gonna skip right into the end. So they said, fuck this shit, we gotta get our balls in one PP and just fight the thing once and for all. They go in the same house, sewer, and then they do the little whoopity doopity doo ritual, and then yeah, Pennywise shows up, and he transforms into the spider like in the TV series. It was actually pretty cool. It was like a half spider, and the other half was Pennywise. So it was like a monster Pennywise with spider legs, which is pretty cool. It was better than the TV series. And then, you know, they kind of sucked at first. You know, they were still scared of the clown. And then, you know, they started to build the confidence, and they're not scared anymore. And then that's when they started winning against the clown. They get out of the hallucination sequences. And then, fucking Eddie dies. Oh yeah, Eddie, I think he threw a rock at it and called him a piece of shit or his mother's gay or something. And then yeah, Pennywise was just like, pook, you're dead. So basically in the final battle sequence, Pennywise was just messing with them. He could have easily killed them, but now once he actually finally got a piece of medicine, he kills Eddie, and Eddie is, rest in peace, Ladon. So yeah, that happens. Okay. I will say this is fucking retarded. This is the only retarded thing about this movie that I had to agree with the negative response. So this whole movie, pretty much in a nutshell, was building up to, they had to collect this piece of artifact that was special to one of the losers as a kid and put it in the fucking theme, whatever it was. It's some stupid shit, to be honest. And then after all of that, it turns out it doesn't even work. It's broken. It's glitch. So then they pretty much, how they defeat Pennywise is they basically insult him to death. Like literally, I think it was Eddie, you're a stupid, stupid clown. You're nothing. It's like, honestly, if Pennywise was a fucking YouTuber and saw his comment section, he'd probably commit suicide in the setting up YouTube account stage, because that's how you defeat Pennywise. Have a little bit of confidence, don't be too scared, and just insult the guy. Call him fake and gay, go kill himself. Like, look at my YouTube comments, for fuck's sake. That's how you defeat Pennywise. And then he pretty much, from a big ass spider, shrinks into a baby, and then, like, literally a baby, like, no bones, he's flat on the ground. And then Mike just fucking rips out his heart, and then the freaking loser gang just like squeeze the thing to death, and then yeah, Pennywise died. And then yeah, that's pretty much the movie. Ends with a suicide letter from Stan. Well, it's not really. Well, I mean, it wasn't, the intentions wasn't a suicide letter, but it was a suicide letter. Come on. So yeah, that's basically the movie. It starts off with, "Hey, loser gang, you freaking cut your shit 27 years ago. You gotta come back here and we gotta face the guy." All of Act 2 was just them collecting their artifacts with a few jump scares here and there. Act 3, big ass final boss battle with the spider brooder. And yeah, just they insulted to death. If you ever see Pennywise, just insult him. You're a stupid, stupid clown, and he's gonna get butthurt. And then he dead, and that's the movie. Richie was gay too, by the way. Well, not gay, but I think he had feelings for Eddie because he was carving the R+E on that bridge or whatever. Yeah, Richie was gay. Nothing wrong with being gay, but Richie was somewhat a little bit bi-curious gay. Alright? So yeah, that's my review. Oh no, sure. Alright, so final verdict, I'll give it a 70%. 8, 9, 10. I'm adapting 3 marks because yeah, I could have been shorter, and I'm no expert of a movie critics, but yeah, there's flaws here and there. I'm not gonna get in details, so you need to watch our videos. But yeah, 7 out of 10. First one was a bit better, but overall I like this movie, and I would definitely watch it again sometime in the future. So that's my review on It Chapter 2. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on that next one.